KARK today.
Well, if you haven't put up your Christmas lights and decorations, we have the perfect place to help spark your creativity.
Dorothea Wilson, I figured out where we're at now.
Yeah.
She joins us live from Santa on Sales with a look at one house that spreads Christmas cheer, all for a very good cause. Good morning, Dorothea.
Well, good morning, DJ and Claire. Now, yesterday I was with a giant chocolate Santa, but today I am live and in person with Santa Claus himself in the North Pole. Just kidding. I'm with Tim Burr, and he is responsible for this beautiful display that you see. Take a look at what's out here. All of these inflatables. Now, Tim, tell me, what made you start this, or how long have you been doing this?
Well, we started in 1999. We had moved here from South Florida in 98. And my old neighborhood in North Little Rock they still do it, but they had what I affectionately called a bag night, where everybody puts out the luminaria bags. That first year we were there, I'm not setting my yard on fire. I was the only guy in the neighborhood that didn't do it. Well, the next year we started with one plastic snowman on our front porch, and needless to say, she's gotten a little out of hand since then.
Now, I understand you do this for a good cause, or good causes.
Yes. 100% of the money that we collect goes to one of three charities. All four of my sons graduated from Sylvan Hills High School, and I've been their public address announcer since the fall of '07. Okay. So part of the money goes to the Booster Club as a way to say thank you for all they did for our sons. In honor of a young man, when he was 8 years old, played pee-wee football with a good buddy of mine. Well, right after the season was over, he was diagnosed with cancer and passed before they could grant his wish. Well, part of the money goes to the Make-A-Wish Foundation in that young man's honor, and it's kind of interesting. His uncle and both mom and dad live right behind us on Jacksonville Conway, with the next road down. And so that kind of worked out well. And then my two youngest sons, Dad didn't yell at them enough. One is a former Marine, and my youngest one just got back from a deployment with the 39th from Germany and Poland. And so the rest goes to Wounded Warrior Project.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for all that you do. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot more to see, and we'll get back to it within the next 30 minutes. Back to you in the studio.
All right, y'all, a lot of us enjoy just driving around, checking out some holiday displays that people like to set up, but there is one house in particular that goes above and beyond, not just a couple times here or there, every single year. And the cool thing, Claire, it's all for a great cause.
Yeah, it really is amazing. Dorothea Wilson joins us live from Santa on Sales with a look at that house you won't want to miss this Christmas season. Good morning, Dorothea.
Good morning, Claire. And what do you mean Santa on Sales? I'm in the North Pole. Well, not really. I am on Santa on Sales with none other than Tim Burr himself. Now, Tim, I understand that you've been doing this display for many years. How long have you been doing this?
We started in 1999 at our old house in North Little Rock with one plastic snowman up on the front porch.
Wow. So how many do you have now?
Of the plastic guys, probably close to 700.
700 plastic guys. Now, this is a beautiful display. Now, I understand you do this for great causes. What do you do it for?
Part of the money, 100% of whatever we collect goes to one of three. The Sylvan Hills Booster Club, the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and Wounded Warrior Project.
Awesome. Now, I did overhear you say you have a few more guys coming out. What do you have coming?
Oh, geez. I pretty much have stuff coming all year round. I hope that my wife's not watching this. I'm in trouble now. No, I probably have about 6 more plastic guys coming from eBay and about a half a dozen inflatables coming from Amazon.
Well, awesome. Well, we love to see it. It's beautiful out here. And ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned, because within the next 30 minutes, we might get a sneak peek of Santa's workshop. Back to you guys.
A lot of us enjoy driving around checking out holiday displays that people set up, but there's one house that goes above and beyond every single year for a great cause.
Yeah, that's right. That's where we find our Dorothea Wilson live from Santa on Sales with a look at that one house you definitely do not want to miss this Christmas. Good morning, Dorothea.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Yes, I am here in a winter wonderland with none other than old Saint Nick himself. No, I'm just kidding. It's Tim Burr, and he's responsible for this beautiful display that you see behind me. Now, Tim, how many inflatables do we see out here today?
We've probably got somewhere in the vicinity of about 170.
Wow, 170, so almost 200 inflatables. And what inspired you to do this?
I don't really know. It just, after that first year when we got our first plastic snowman, it just I found the joys of eBay, and it sort of became an addiction, I think. Or at least that's what my wife thinks anyway.
Oh, the joys of eBay. I know about eBay shopping. So you went from eBay to doing this for a good cause. What's that cause?
3 actually. The Sylvan Hills Booster Club, all 4 of my boys went there, and I'm their public address announcer. Part of the money goes to the Make-A-Wish Foundation in honor of a young man who played pee-wee football with a good buddy of mine, 8 years old. After the season was over, was diagnosed with cancer and passed before they could grant his wish. And in fact, his parents and uncle live right behind us. And last but not least is Wounded Warrior Project in honor of my 2 youngest sons, who are, one is still active in the 39th Brigade out at Camp Robinson, and then his next in line up brother is a former Marine.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for what you're doing for the community and just for people like me that want to come out and explore this winter wonderland.
Tell the folks 2 things. One, we're open every night as long as the weather permits. And there is a Facebook group called Santa on Sales, and every night we will post whether or not we're going to have lights on or not. I mean, if it's really windy, these inflatables will just get split. So, or if it's raining, we'll cancel out. But that way, since we're kind of out in the county, so folks in, say, Little Rock, Cabot, Conway, save yourself the drive. Just check our Facebook page to make sure that the lights are up and going.
Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to come out and experience this Santa on Sales, visit their Facebook, Santa on Sales. Back to you guys.